Hello, YouTube. I'm Vince White. I'm an employment attorney. On this channel, we answer publicly posted questions from YouTube users, getting folks the answer they need from an employment attorney. Now, we have a question from YouTube user Nikki, who may have used her last name in her question. So we're just going to change her username to Nikki Deserved Better, because Nikki deserved better than how she was treated. How do I know? Trust me, I know. She deserved better. All right. Nikki Deserved Better asked us, what if it started as a quid pro quo sexual harassment situation and it was uncomfortable, but over time he groomed me into a consensual relationship. Then when it turned bad, there was well documented retaliation once we were almost being caught for it. The case is very complicated, and I have an EEOC interview soon, so I have no time to retain a lawyer because it was given to me on such short notice. I am running out of time. I do feel a little discouraged. Okay. Nikki, number one, you deserve better. Two, power disparity in quid pro quo situations is a reality. What you're describing, it is complicated from the sense that it's a lot for you to deal with, and you lived it, and it's complex. But it's not that complicated in terms of the employment attorney's perspective, right? It is common. Yeah, that's a fair statement. It is common for me to speak with people who have entered relationships, eventually consensually, that they were kind of led into because of a power disparity in the workplace. That's real, right? If, I don't know, if Oprah hired me, and just kept being like, hey, we're going to do working dinners. Yeah, working dinners, but it makes me uncomfortable if you don't drink at working dinners. So, maybe have 3 glasses of wine every night. And we're just going to, 6 nights a week, we're doing working dinners. And, you can hang out after working dinner. Probably that might lead, right? That's a power disparity. That's Oprah abusing her power over her employee, Vince. And over time, because I'm sure Oprah's very charming and very powerful, maybe Vince would develop feelings for Oprah, right? I mean, that's a reality. That could happen. That's one way the human mind works, right? That is a common occurrence. So what you're saying here does not shock me at all. What you're describing is a common way the human mind operates, right? Power disparity was used against you. That can be a little intoxicating. It provides a lot of options for the person who has the power to make inroads and manipulate and this and that, right? Like a lot of relationships. There's a reason billionaires and millionaires have so many options for dating, right? Power disparity. You just happen to be in a power disparity in the workplace, which is a claim. That's a potential claim. So I'm not disturbed that your relationship eventually became a consensual relationship. That happens. Now, it's a little unclear to me what happened after it became a consensual relationship. I don't know if the employer came after everybody. I don't know if he did something. I don't really know what's going on. So that's always going to be detail driven, right? Like there's a lot going on there, but it sounds like you have a case. And it sounds like the EEOC is giving you a short window for an interview, and that should not concern you. What I would say to you is instead, call 3 to 5 employment attorneys, schedule free consultations, get advice, talk about the specifics, spend time on this. I know time is a resource. You don't have time. This isn't what you want to do with your life, this and that, but this is a valuable potential claim, it sounds like, and it might be worth some time. So I would adjourn the interview with the EEOC or hire an attorney and they can adjourn it for you. But I think it's definitely worth your time to have these meetings with these attorneys. Local counsel is always going to be cheaper than national firms, right? So, reach out to local counsel first. And don't feel discouraged, right? I mean, this, at the end of the day, is a claim. And a claim is an opportunity to be made whole, right? You were wronged. Bad things were done to you. Power disparity was utilized against you. You were kind of nudged into a relationship that you didn't really want to be in. Then eventually you consented to it, right? And that is horrible. That sucks on many, many, many levels. But today, where you are right now, you are in the driver's seat. You're in charge of where this claim goes. You have all the decisions at your feet. You can make them, right? That's important. That's important because in the past, people have been using power against you. But now you are, in fact, the shot caller. You're picking your team. You're going to pick your attorneys, put them in the field to fight for you. You're going to tell them what you need. You're going to have discussions. You're going to accept advice from them and then make informed decisions. You are now fully empowered to fight back. I hope, really, truly. So I know you're feeling discouraged, but you should not be. You should not be. You are a combatant. You are an equal to anyone else in this field. And these laws give you a lot of power and a lot of options, and you have the ability to push back. And the fact, I have people that I work with, that I collaborate with professionally, who fight workplace discrimination and workplace sexual harassment for a living, who experience the same thing you experienced. The same thing, right? Power disparity was used against them, and they ended up in a relationship, and they looked up one day and said, how did this happen? Right? Right? Professionals who do this for a living. That can happen to anyone. It can happen to anyone. That's why I use myself in the example, right? Oprah, very charming, I'm sure. Very powerful. I can see myself just like, right? Oh, Oprah, right? It could happen. It's a reality, right? Don't be discouraged. You now are about to hire your own little monsters for hire, put them in the field, your attorneys, and go and fight this. I hope, rather than feeling discouraged, that you feel empowered. I hope that you feel that you are an equal combatant to all the other parties on this little battlefield that you have to deal with. I'm sorry you have to deal with it. I'm sorry you experience these things. All of that is horrible, and it sucks. But based on what you're typing here, I believe you're up to this. You understand fundamentally that just because it became a consensual relationship, that does not mean there wasn't a power disparity that was used against you. It does not mean you don't have a claim. And that level of understanding means that I think you are well suited to picking the people that you need to put in the field to help you. I'll be cheering for you. If you have follow-up questions, post them below in the comments. I just want to help. I want you to find a local attorney, and I want this case to go forward. Like, subscribe, comment down below. Helps me to help more people. These are just the catchphrases. Nikki, who deserved better. These are catchphrases. These are not meant for you. I'm sorry. The meaningful answer stopped. Like, subscribe, comment down below if this video is helpful. Helps me to help more people just like you. If I don't say these things, the people, they get mad at me. Remember, everybody works. Almost everybody works. Not the trust fundies. Almost everybody works, but not everybody wins. So be smart out there. Okay? Take care, everybody.